Hey YouTubers, good morning, Rob Moffat. Guys, today we're going to talk about something that's actually one of my favorite things. It's pepper spray. I'm a big fan of pepper spray. I've been carrying it for years. The reason we're having this video is the other day I was out and about, and I saw somebody who was very sketchy, and I got my pepper spray out, and they went by. Everything was cool, and there was no problem. But I was glad I had my pepper spray. It was a very windy day. I was by the river. I said, I haven't tested this in ages, so I tested it. Actually, it wasn't this one. It's another one, and then nothing came out. It wasn't. It was useless. I would not like to think what the person, if they were going to harm me, would have done with my pepper spray after I tried to use it on them, and nothing came out. I obviously there's other things you can use beside pepper spray, but I think there's hardly any bad stories in the newspaper that could not be improved by a timely and judicious use of pepper spray. But you need to make sure they work. So today we're going over 14 different tips for people who like, use, and want to use pepper spray. First, number one is know your expiration date. I just happened to get this one off the top of my refrigerator. It's kind of a big one. It's got an expiration date of 2016. So I think we know it's time for another one. We'll use this for practice. So make sure you have an expiration date. The newest one I have is 12/20/26. Now, you want to schedule your testing because this is something I failed at. I should have had somewhere on my calendar, like once or twice a year, to test my pepper spray to make sure it's still working, and to monitor the expiration date to make sure it's something that's still going to be safe for me to use. Number three, you should always practice your distance and your aiming with your pepper spray. And also see how it performs in the wind, because each brand, each model is going to have a different amount. It's going to have different power. So you want to make sure you know how to use your pepper spray in the most effective manner. You always should have it, number four, should always have it ready. It shouldn't be in a bag or pocket. Have it someplace where you can access it. If you're walking somewhere where you may have a problem, or you just feel, your spidey sense is telling you maybe might be a good idea, don't have it in your bag or your purse or your pocket. Have it out in your hand or something. Make sure you can use it. You should always, when you're out and about, monitor the wind, because the wind can affect it and keep it from going on the other person, but also the wind can also bring it back in to your face and your eyes and nose. So always want to be upwind when you're using it, not just for them, but for you. You can add a rubber band like I did on this one, because one of the biggest flaws of pepper spray is your finger, and in the heat of the moment will get up here and you'll be spraying on your finger. If you're in the dark, you can feel right where your finger is and where the lip is, so you know where you are at when you're using the pepper spray. You also, by having the rubber band, I think it will help a little bit and add friction to keep it from coming out of your pocket. I've been thinking about removing the key ring, because with the key ring removed, when I hold it in my hand, I can just about have it covered up and it's not too visible. So I'm thinking about removing. However, if you do keep the key ring on there, you can use it for different things. Like, what if you add a piece of elastic to a can of pepper spray and put it up your shirt? Then you can have a piece of elastic on a safety pin up on your shirt, and then just have the pepper spray ready. It's not in your pocket, it's not in a bag, it's just up your shirt. And you can, with practice, take it in and out and have hardly anybody notice what's going on. And it's always quickly, readily available, and people won't see you going into your pocket and so on. You can also, I found out they have a new type of pepper spray, to me anyway, that comes out in a gel form. So if you're most often in places that are enclosed and the pepper spray may not be a good idea, you can get the gel form. It comes out in a gel, and it doesn't have a lot of back spray. However, it doesn't work as quickly as the aerosol, but it is something to think about if you're in a tightly enclosed space, that the gel would be a better way to go. You want to verify your laws, because just because one person is saying something, you want to make sure your laws in your local area are applicable to you using pepper spray, and different ways, manners, methods, means. Find out what are the current laws about pepper spray in your area. Don't listen to people on the internet. You should always give loud verbal warnings if you're having to use it, and telling people to go away, no, stop, and you're going to have to pepper spray them. You don't want to just out of nowhere just using this. You need to let people know what's happening and what your intentions are. So if you have to go to court, you can feel a lot more safe about what happened and transpired. So I'm not a lawyer. You want to get your own legal advice, but I think it's good to let people know if you're having to use it. You always aim for the nose, because the eyes and the mouth and nose, the nose is right in the middle of everything. So aim for the nose, and hopefully it will get into the eyes and the mouth too. If you're having to use it, when you use it, keep moving. Don't just stay in one place and administer it. You want to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You don't want to just stay in one place. Also, if you move around, you're less likely to get the spray come back onto you. And finally, I have another video that I showed how, a long time ago, you could take a piece of PVC and a nail and add to your pepper spray can. And so if you ran out of spray, you would have the nail sticking out of your hand and use it for self-defense. Now, you could not put the nail into something hard, because the head of the nail could come back, perhaps puncture the plastic. But if you were putting it into something soft, the nail would be okay. But you still want to check your laws. A simple nail could perhaps get you in a lot of trouble. But it was so simple, you could just add a collar of PVC, put a hole in the PVC, and put a little piece of tubing for the nail, and it would slide right onto the pepper spray canister. So you'd always have like a little bayonet you could add to your pepper spray to increase its effectiveness. I'll leave a link to the video. YouTube loves it when people watch videos and then they go watch another one on the same channel. That's one of the best things you can do for anybody if you like their content, and I hope you're doing that for mine. So guys, I put out new stuff every week. I've been doing it for 18 years, got over 1,500 videos, a bunch of playlists, a bunch of cool people I feature on the bottom of my channel. No relation to me, they would not anyway. And I hope you come back and watch more and more often. All right, guys, hope you never have to use it. But if you do, don't be a dummy like me, and make sure you're up to date and it's working effectively and you know how to properly use it. And take care of yourself. All right, guys, keep your eyes on the swivel and watch your back. All right, guys, take care. See you out there.